This is the POCO X7, Xiaomi's latest attempt to squeeze flagship specs into a budget shell. You've heard the pitch before, big specs, small price, but let's be honest, half these flagship killers end up killing your expectations instead. So today we unboxing it, testing it and breaking down if it's actually worth your money. Or is it just another mid-range mirage? First things first, let's see what's in the box. So you've got the POCO X7 itself, a USB-A to USB-C cable and a soft black TPU case. Yep, the same recycled rubber look that screams premium landfill more than premium phone. It's grippy, sure, but stylish, not even close. But hey, it technically counts as a protection. Oh, and no charger in the box. Shocker, you'll need your old one or grab at least 45 watts adapter to take a full advantage of the fast charging. Now, would a 67 watts charger like the X6 have been nice? Sure, but in 2025, Xiaomi figures you already own 6 of them. Still, for the essentials, it's a decent starter pack. The POCO X7 doesn't just play it safe, it brings texture and attitude. You've got a vegan leather back in the black, yellow or more chill tones like grey and green. Finally a break from the endless parade of fingerprint smeared glass slabs. And here's the kicker, it's IP68 rated. Water and dust resistant in a POCO phone, finally. Up front you get Gorilla Glass Victus 2, so it can handle a few drops without crying. The curved screen edges. This is a love-hate thing. They look premium, but let's be honest, they are scratch magnets and accidental touch central. If you hate curved displays, this won't win you over. At about 190 grams, it's surprisingly lightweight with a centered camera bump that doesn't make it wobble like a lopsided pizza slice on your desk. You get dual stereo speakers, one bottom firing and the other baked into the earpiece. Dolby Atmos is enabled out of the box and yes, it's loud. For calls, the clarity is excellent. Mac Mini, Figurt and AMD Performance Cocktail throw in AI. And the background noise is well managed, no complaints here. For media and gaming, it's fine. It's loud for sure, clear mostly, but the bass is basically on vacation. The highs and mids are present, but the soundstage is flat, and the explosions or deep bass hits just don't land with impact. There's no 3.5mm headphone jack though, which means you'll be going Bluetooth or USB-C audio only. This screen slaps, a 6.67-inch AMOLED, 1.5K resolution, 120Hz refresh rate, plus support for Dolby Vision and HDR10+. It's the same panel as POCO X6 but upgraded with Victus 2 glass and a peak brightness of 3000 nits, which means this thing is visible even when the sun's roasting your eyeballs. Colors are rich, blacks are deep, and the 120Hz scroll smooth as buttered silk. The under-display fingerprint scanner is snappy and rarely misses. The real-world use, watching YouTube, swiping through Instagram, casual gaming, you name it, it feels premium. Let's break down the camera setup. 64 megapixels main sensor with optical image stabilization, 8 megapixels ultra-wide, 2 megapixels macro, aka the sticker they had to slap on, and 16 megapixels front camera. In daylight, the main sensor holds its own. Solid dynamic range, sharp details, natural colors. HDR kicks in reliably and the shutter is quick enough to catch the moment. Portrait mode, decent edge detection, though the background blur can get a little aggressive. I shot the same scenes side by side with my Pixel 9 just to see how the POCO stacks up. Now, I know some of you will swear by iPhones, but as a professional photographer, I still think Pixel takes the crown for mobile image quality in 2025. That said, the X7's main camera doesn't embarrass itself. In fact, it's one of the best daylight shooters I've seen in a budget phone. Seriously. Low light is where the X7 hits its limits. Night mode helps, but you'll see noise, some smearing and detail drop off in shadows. The ultrawide noticeably softer than the main lens. The 60MP front cam gets the job done. Accurate skin tones, slightly beautified by default, but easy to tone down in settings. So here we got the selfie camera of the POCO X7 with the mild stabilization. It's the electronic stabilization. Not too bad, a bit wobbly, but very acceptable. Video maxes out at 4K 30fps. It's stable enough if you're standing still, but once you start walking, the electronic image stabilization and optical image stabilization combo struggles to keep things smooth. I tested video against the Pixel 9 too, and yeah, the Pixel still has the edge, especially with motion and exposure transition, but again, for the price, the POCO holds its own. You tell me what you think, drop a comment. Powered by the MediaTek Dimensity 7300 Ultra, the POCO X7 is built for daily use and light gaming, without turning it into a pocket-sized heater. Paired with LPDDR4X RAM and UFS 2.2 storage, it's not flagship fast, but for the price, it punches well. If you're into numbers, Geekbench 6, 1026 in single core and 2920 in multi-core. GPU scores 2494 OpenCL and 2.5K Vulkan. AnTuTu scored around 728K, not chart-topping, but still faster than 80% of recent budget phones in this price bracket. Storage UFS 2.2 not blazing, but app installs and game loading are still snappy. Daily tasks like scrolling, app switching, etc. and jumping between social media and YouTube feel smooth. Thermals under control, unless you're gaming hard for over 30 minutes, in which case the back gets a little toasty. Also worth noting early, Xiaomi is promising 3 major Android updates and 4 years of security patches, faking this phone supports well into 2029. That's a rare level of commitment in this price range. You've seen the specs, but can it game? Turns out, yeah, and it's smoother than I expected at this price. Asphalt Legends Unite, maxed out settings 60fps, smooth as butter, no stutters, great visuals, honestly, no notes. PUBG and Call of Duty Mobile, high graphics, 60fps, solid and responsive, no drops, no ghosting, and the curved AMOLED display adds that sleek, quasi 3D feel. It's not just nice to look at, the phone's slim profile and good weight balance make it comfortable to game on longer stretches. Ergonomics are on point. Thermals managed well, thanks to a vapor chamber cooling system. After around 20 minutes of play, it does warm up, mainly around the GPU area, but we're talking about 40 degrees Celsius, not hand-scorching heat. Genshin Impact, the final boss of mobile performance tests. On medium-high settings at 30fps, the X7 holds its ground. There are a few dips during chaotic fights, but overall surprisingly smooth. Definitely not on ROG Phone 9 levels, but then again, this phone cost about a quarter as much. Touch response is tight, and the high refresh rate display keeps visual crisp, even in fast-paced scenes. Just don't expect passive cooling magic. Thermal buildup is real on the extended sessions. Battery and charging, here's where POCO quietly nails it. You get a 5100 mAh battery and it's generally impressive. Screen on time around 7 to 8 hours in mixed use. That with auto brightness, some gaming, social scrolling, etc. and camera testing. Idle drain minimal, even overnight. Charging maxes out at 67 watts, assuming you have the right adapter. Remember, no charger in the box. So you're looking at 50% in about 20 minutes and a full charge in under 50. No wireless charging, but honestly, for this price, who expected it? And quickly about OS experience, you get in MIUI, so yeah, expect a bit of bloatware out of the box. typical Xiaomi. The good news is, most of it is easy to uninstall within minutes, and once you're done clearing the clutter, the software runs clean and fast. The POCO X7 isn't perfect, but it delivers when it counts: performance, battery and display. The curved edges are a little slippery and the camera isn't winning any night photography contest, but for under $200, that's not a deal breaker. This phone doesn't just look good on paper, it feels good in daily use, and honestly, I would happily recommend it to anyone after a daily driver that won't break the bank. It's sleek, responsive and packed with almost everything you would expect from a higher tier device for around $200 or 200 British pounds. And remember, you get in 3 years of Android upgrades and 4 years of security patches, keeping you covered through 2029. That's long haul value baked into a budget phone. Agree, disagree? Drop your hot takes in the comments. And while you're here, don't forget to subscribe. I know you want to.
Family Pop TV.